All right, all right, all right. Okay, it's Saturday night, and I'm here. First of all, I want to start by thanking you for being understanding about Friday's Cool. The comments I got were, thanks. I appreciated you guys. It's nice knowing that I've got a real community, and I just can't tell you how much I appreciate it. But figured I'd come on tonight and tell you guys what happened. So my wife is still in the hospital. And what happened? I need a little bit of background music. That's just right. Okay, so what happened is my wife had an operation on her back, on her 4th and 5th, on her L4 and L5 in the lower center part of her back. And they fused it, and she's got arthritis. So they go in there and they scrape the bones clean of the arthritis, and they fuse it, and they put a little clip, a cage around it. So everything went smooth. I took her in on Tuesday, and the plan was she would get it done. Wednesday, we're there all Wednesday. I bring her home. She gets up every 4 hours, walks around, and we exercise her legs a little bit so we don't have to worry about any blood clots or anything. Get her home. She walks fine. Wednesday does really, really nice. Everything's going to go smooth. Doc said everything goes right. Thursday, she'll be able to motor around by herself, and you'll see. Well, apparently what happened is Thursday, she got up. There is a nerve that goes right down your left leg. It's my right leg, but on the screen it'll be me on the left. Goes right down her left leg. And whenever she would step, that left leg would cramp up, seize up, almost take her to the ground. Now remember, we're using a walker while this happens. So we get her up. She says it hurts. We lay her back down. Everything calms down. I give her pain meds. Everything calms down. Everything's good. And I got her up the second time. And when she took an immediate step, she almost came up off the floor. So I sat her back down, called the ambulance. Fire trucks come. They come in. They get her. They take her to the hospital. That wasn't the scary part. We get to the hospital. She can't lay flat now. This is starting to progress pretty quickly. So what had happened was the muscles became inflamed, and it squished that nerve up against there. And every time she would step, it'd shoot pain down her left leg to where she couldn't walk. It's about pain management. Pain management. The painkillers she's supposed to take every 4 hours. But every 4 hours she takes a muscle relaxer. So if she takes a Norco painkiller at 2, then in 2 hours I'm supposed to give her a a muscle relaxer that makes sure she doesn't tense up and everything. But the bottle said every 8 hours. So, pain management. So every 2 hours, I'm giving her the muscle relaxer, but the pain's coming back. When we got to the hospital, the doctor said no. Norco every 4 hours, every 2 hours, 2 hours from the time you give her the painkiller, she gets the muscle relaxer. That's what happened. So, for anybody out there that's going through a problem or anything, pain management. It was about pain management. Because she was taking it every 8 hours, she would get in pain. Everything would flare up. I would give her the muscle relaxer, but that wasn't helping because everything was starting to swell. Push that. So, we get into the hospital. It's late. They get her medded up, calmed down. She starts feeling a little bit better. But she can't walk. So this is where it got scary. So I jumped on the phone because when something's going on, you think about, okay, I got to take care of work. I got to do this. I got to do this. I dropped you guys a post telling you about it. That there wouldn't be a KEWL. But the doctors had talked to me and they said, this is what we think it is. We're going to have to make sure nothing got messed up in there. So we're going to have to keep her here until it calms down. And they told me she's going to be in pain. But you'll see her get better. From the morning to the night, she'll start relaxing, and we'll get that pain under control so her body can heal and she can go back to normal. But they got to make sure the hardware isn't messed up. So she's got to lay flat to take an MRI. She can't lay flat. But they got to lay flat to make sure the hardware's not bad. Something didn't come out. But she can't lay flat. So, Thursday, Friday, today, we've been in there while she comes back. And they're giving her, she's stoned and funny. Because she's all, yeah. But it's not funny, but she acts funny. But I can see her starting to relax. And now she's sitting up. Because before she just curled up. Now she's sitting up. She can move around. But when they're talking to you about pain management, when you have something done, they're not bullshitting. I watched them bring her back. She got a CT scan. Then she got an MRI. Now they put her into a room. They're going to bring that pain down for the next 2 days and get her under control. And then she can come home again. But I thought, first thing that went through my mind is something twitched in there. She's got a paralyzed leg now. I'm freaking out. But now I've heard how I'm real laid back. Don't get me wrong, I am all Irish and I have a temper, but I stay calm because I know I have a temper. My wife is always, when something happens, I have a level head and I think through stuff. I engineer it. I come up with the best possible scenario. This is what we do. We move along. Okay, you're having a problem with your leg. Boom, boom. This. Called. She goes, why don't you take me in the car? I said, no, we're going to get you an ambulance. Got an ambulance here. Boom, boom. Stayed calm. Inside, I'm freaking out. But we've been married for 30 years. And if I tell her I'm freaking out, she's going to think the world's ending. And that can't be. I was worried about the kids one time. This is how it is. My oldest son wanted to go to a party. We said yeah. She was worried about it. I wasn't. I stayed calm. I stayed relaxed. As long as I was, she stayed calm. She stayed relaxed. But when 1 o'clock came around and he wasn't home, I grabbed my keys, went to the car, and headed over toward that party was. And when she seen me grab those keys, she knew I was worried. And then all of a sudden, she just seen her. She's wound up. Oh, no. See, so I really got to watch how I am. Because even the kids are. I try to handle everything. I don't freak out. Stay calm. If he gets crazy, the world's over. That's how they believe. But anyways, that's what happened. So far, everything looks really good. Everything's going to be fine. Again, I appreciate you letting me know, you guys, that you were supporting me. It means the world to me. It means everything to me. We'll get back on track. I'll probably be on tomorrow because everything's going so good with a hangout on Sunday. I will do a behind the sounds on Monday. That's going to go cool. I was going to start a thing called the mix on Wednesdays. That might not happen, but there will be a cool next Friday. Again, I appreciate you standing behind me. I appreciate your support. You don't know how much I do. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys. We'll see you tomorrow night.